wanted to ask you further on Bitcoins and cryptocurrency. Obviously, you saw the latest news, right? So I would like to pick your brains. What's going on in that market?
There's a lot going on, and there's nothing going on. The space is generally a disaster this year. At least in terms of price. The price of Bitcoin has gone from a peak of almost $20,000 down to, I think, as of an hour ago, it was $3,200, which is a catastrophic drop for anybody who bought it anywhere close to 20,000. But the flip side is that in January of 2017, it was around $985. So it's still up considerably in 2 years.
But to interject, I heard Fidelity, and there was another investor who did invest into this space earlier.
Well, so Fidelity has been investing into blockchain companies, as has NASDAQ, a couple of other companies. We've seen a lot of these companies really not bet the farm on cryptocurrencies yet, but they are beginning to see that there's tremendous value in blockchain technology. They see places where they can use blockchain technology themselves. So Fidelity has been kind of at the forefront through their Devonshire investment subsidiary. They recently participated in a $4 million convertible debt round for BlockFi, which is a New York-based company. They provide crypto lending, and now they're looking at getting into institutional crypto lending, not just retail. So Fidelity, they invested in a new crypto exchange with NASDAQ recently called, I think it's called ERSX, ERSX. I haven't used the exchange, so I don't know how it is. I don't even know if it's launched yet. But can we assume that the stories about Bitcoin's death have been greatly exaggerated if you've got companies like NASDAQ and Fidelity continuing to put money into the space, not just investing in blockchain technology, but investing in a cryptocurrency exchange, investing in a lending platform that is lending against crypto assets.
But what's more interesting is institutional lending, higher in terms of transaction, right?
Yeah.
Compared to retail investors, you might do the volume, but the numbers, the value numbers are small.
Yeah.
Compared to if you have institutional lending, like lending to a developer or lending to
an exchange.
To an exchange, I think that's a very interesting business model, because if you have so much dollars being traded, it just further strengthens the market, but also the business model.
Absolutely. So I don't think we're out of the woods yet when it comes to a recovery of cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin price. I think that's going to kind of continue at least until 2020. I don't see a massive shift in pricing upwards for a long time. It's possible with some global turmoil that I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't want to see a whole lot of global turmoil pump up the price of Bitcoin. But it's possible. People talked about Bitcoin being a hedge against traditional assets and the traditional economy. I think that negative correlation is kind of diminishing now, and I think you're starting to see a higher correlation between Bitcoin and traditional markets, like fixed income market, or the equity market, or even gold. So it'll be interesting to see how that correlation continues to play out over the next couple of years. But
it has to be, in terms of time frame that we can measure from the market perspective. And cryptocurrency or Bitcoin and blockchain, I think that they're still the business model needs to be developed in this space. But hey, it's an opportunity, right?
Yeah, and people are developing some interesting businesses around the space, and people talk about it, but the truth is some of the best times to build businesses are during recessions, right? So here we're talking about a micro recession in the crypto world, right? With the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum and most cryptocurrencies crashing 80 to 90%. Those people that were in it purely to make money are gone. They're out of the market. Those people that were running scams, well, the SEC is chasing them down. So the people that are remaining are the people that are serious about building the next generation of technology and trading platforms and identity platforms, secure systems, distributed internet infrastructure, right? So those businesses are going to continue running, and they're going to continue working on this stuff. And they've got, the private markets, the venture capital markets, ready to put money in. And now it's beyond the VC community. You also have large institutions like NASDAQ, Fidelity, and New York Stock Exchange that are ready to pour money into interesting solutions. So I think we'll continue to see the next generation of technology being built. We'll see the scams and some of that other bad stuff that was going on being eliminated. So it's not a bad time to start building a blockchain business.
So you're optimistic.
I'm optimistic for the future, right? I got into the space in 2013, not deep, but started scratching the surface in 2013. I started spending a lot more time on it in 2016 and 2017. And I've got a lot of my friends into it. They might hate me right now, but I did get a couple of my friends into the space. And I told them from the beginning, I was like, look, this is high risk, but you got to just sit on it for 3 to 5 years, right? Let's see in 3 years or 5 years whether it's moving in the right direction or it's not. And I still think, 2020 to 2022 is kind of, that's going to be the important time frame for us to really see where Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain are going to go. That'll be about 15 years after the Bitcoin network first launched. So, it'll give us enough time to really see where is this going.
Absolutely.